So here we are in the kitchen, and this time I have my son Judah with me, and he is going to help me tonight learn how to make fermented garlic. And wait till you see the process.
So the first thing you do is you take a, what's this called? It's not a clove of garlic, it's a bulb, like an LED bulb. It's great for energy. So you take it, start cutting it. Now, with garlic, so I try to cut off the ends on both sides. And with garlic, the interesting thing is that it's a pain, it's a royal pain to peel, especially in large amounts. And got a shortcut for you, but even with the shortcut, what I do is I cut off all the ends, but even with the shortcut, it's still a lot of work. Throw this in trash to peel it. So here's the garlic in the bowl. There's 2 bowls. And I tried this at first with larger bowls, and there was a lot of energy and not a lot of, well, not a lot of effort. So these seem to work. So now, not all of it. I think if you shook it for a little longer, you would have it maybe more peeled. Sticks all over your hands. But if you notice, you've got just pieces that are just peeled completely. Now there's a few that you're going to have to go through and do by hand, but a lot of the work's been done for you. These are 20-ounce jars. I think I use a 16-ounce jar. These actually probably work better for carrots. So anyway, this is 2.5 cups, 20 ounces. What is that? It's a tall, grande, and a venti. I think this might be a venti right here if you're working with Starbucks. So we're just going to take, and we're going to fill it up. And I tend to overdo salt, and my dad tends to try to underdo salt. So, or maybe use the right amount. So what we're going to do is we're going to play house rules here. And since this is not my house, we're going to go with a tablespoon, which is what they use at the Kiley household here, for 20 ounces. So we're going to use a tablespoon. And really what the salt does is it helps kill the bad bacteria and allow the good bacteria to kind of take over and make this a probiotic environment. And what the water does is it helps kill the bacteria that needs oxygen to stay alive. So I believe they call this an anaerobic environment. So that's what the water does. That's what the salt does. And I just pour it in there. This is just a sea salt. I think this comes from Whole Foods. It's a hand-harvested French Celtic sea salt. Kind of fancy. And so I just put the salt in there, and then I shake it to dissolve it in water. And there you go. Then what I do is I put this in the refrigerator for, no, I don't put it in the refrigerator. I just put it out on the counter, actually. I think you're supposed to kind of keep it out of sunlight. So put it on the counter or in a cupboard. And just be careful, because with anything fermented, if you aren't careful, it will kind of creep through the lid and spill out a little bit, and this gets sticky. I haven't found other sauerkraut, other fermenting to get sticky, but this gets sticky, and I've had my jars stuck to the counter. So just be watchful of that, how much liquid you put in there. Make sure to kind of wipe it up, and I would say you probably see it's even leaking out there right now, and I think this does not have a rubber seal. So, oh, it does have a rubber seal. So anyway, so about a month, leave it in for about a month, and leave it out for about a month. And then after that, put it in your refrigerator. And it'll last for 6 months or longer.
We had a meal that Angela prepared the other night, and I noticed that where raw garlic bothers me, this not only was delicious, but it didn't have any problems in my system.
They're easy to eat. They're not harsh at all. like fresh garlic is.
Salt and water, how can you go wrong? This is an incredibly simple recipe for a healthy food.
Almost foolproof.
It is. Thank you for teaching me.